Good day, my little robins. It's me, Beth. Another week has passed between to get another video from, well, me. And technically we are 6 days into the month of November, but I'm bringing you guys my October favourites video. That's right, these are just some things that I really liked in the month of October that I'm going to show you now, 6 days into November. Now before we begin this video, if you want to support me and the channel, click like, hit subscribe because I upload twice a week on a Monday and a Friday. But let's just dive right into this October favourites. The first thing I was obsessing with over the month of October was this candle. In particular, this brand and scented candle. I like candles all year round, but every year around October, end of October, start of November, Baylis and Harding, England, they release their Christmas range of candles, and this is the limited edition Midnight Fig and Pomegranate scented candle. Oh, it's so good. I actually found this candle last year when I was browsing, the sales section in January, and I became obsessed. It's nice, Christmassy. It's in like a red container. It's got the label with the sticker. Haven't used it yet. Haven't lit it because I feel that once you light a candle, it's like with virginity. Once you light a candle, you can never, take it back to this pure, untouched area. That sounded really weird. I love candles. I love this scent, and I'm so sad that you can only get it once a year, so me and my flatmate, between us, make sure that this year we are stocking up. So if you ever come around to our flat, this will most likely be the candle you smell. It's 10 quid I think this candle cost me, but worth every penny. That £10 could have gone towards pizza, but I put it towards a candle this month. Now, I am a big music fan, if you can't already tell or you haven't watched any of my videos on this channel, and I go to a lot of gigs, throughout the year. And in the month of October, I went to 3 gigs. All 3, no. Were they all? Yeah, all 3 gigs were in Manchester because no one was touring in Liverpool. I actually have ticket stubs for 2 out of the 3 bands that I saw because the second band we saw in Heart's Wake at Sound Control in Manchester, they were electronic tickets, so I couldn't get a physical copy. On the 6th of October, so the start of the month, I saw Viart is Murder at Manchester Academy. Oh my god, Viart is one of my favourite bands. I've wanted to see them for years. They played all my favourite songs, not just off the new album, but they went back to, previous albums. And it was a great night. I went with my friend John. We were front and centre on, the barrier between the stage and the fans. There was moshing, there was punching, there was kicking. Oh, it was sweaty. I loved it. I got a bit drunk. And the third one I went to, which was Sunday the 22nd of October, which was later in the year, and that was Marmoset's again at Manchester Academy. I don't think, did I mention in a previous video, but I've already seen Marmoset's once this year. I saw them when they toured Liverpool at Liverpool Arts Club, and so I went to see them again, 2 months later, because oh my god, they know how to put on a gig. It was definitely a different environment to, Viart. There were a lot of metalheads, it was moshing, it was kind of violent. Whereas I think Marmoset's, it was more so, there was still moshing, there was still like a circle pit going because they can get a circle pit going, but everyone was there to enjoy the music, and we finally got the release date for, their second album, which is next year. Bring on my January favourites. Yeah, and the third band I saw was In Heart's Wake, which I haven't got a stub for. Yeah, I've seen 3 gigs in the month of October. I think October has been one of my, more heavily packed gig month. I try to see at least 1 gig a month. I'm not made of money, but that's where my paycheck goes. Keeping with the music theme, 2 albums got released in the month of October, and I have been, listening to them ever since. The first album is Dark Matters by The Rasmus, which is their highly anticipated new album. We last got an album off them in 2012. I thought they'd split up, then they go and bring this album out, and oh my god, it brought back so many memories of, like old school Rasmus, in the Shadows era. But, with a new modern twist, to fit in. My favourite song off it, I would say, is Paradise and Wonder Man. I think I have actually, I've done a review on Paradise, so you know you can go check it out on my channel somewhere, just type in the Rasmus into the search box. But yeah, I love buying physical copies of albums because it's me showing my physical support for the band. Yeah, second album is 5 by Hollywood Undead. This is actually a more recent release towards the end of the month. It's Hollywood Undead's 5th album. They named it number 5. I don't really know what else to say. Now you're probably thinking, if you've already seen my videos on Hollywood Undead, I haven't been a big fan of this album, but I bought it, I've been listening to it, and some of the songs I hated originally are slowly growing on me. Hollywood Undead are my go-to band, you know, for whatever mood I'm in. I can find a song, you know, from their back catalogue. So yeah, The Rasmus and Hollywood Undead are my 2 favourite albums during the month of October. Game-wise, I play a lot of DS, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it's my favourite console. I know this game didn't actually come out in the month of October, or at least I don't think it did. No, I think it came out earlier in the year. And it is Ever Oasis. Now, I love this game because, you know, it's like an open world. You know, create a little character. You know, you have to have your own town. You can team up and you can go and fight monsters, you know, to complete quests. I was obsessed with another game which was like kind of a similar setup, which was Fantasy Life, where, you know, you create a character, you go around fighting things. But I just think the graphics on this game is adorable. You know, you play a little seedling, you gotta save the day. I have a kick-ass town. I think I have about 10 bloom booths. If you play the game, you'll know what that means. That's 10 shops. And I'd say my favourite shop is either the balloon shop or the soup shop. Yeah, that's right. Come spend your money in my town. I love it because it's a game where you can spend hours playing it and there's always something different. There's the main story, but there's loads of side quests, you know, to keep all the people in your town happy. Ever Oasis, yeah, you go Nintendo. You keep creating games that I love. The only problem I have with it is I can't play with my best friend. It's not like you can't play with other people, you're just playing with yourself. That sounds wrong. Moving on. And the final thing I'm going to mention in my October favourites video is the book that I've been reading this month, and it is What Does This Button Do by Bruce Dickinson, an autobiography which may contain flying heavy metal. For those of you who don't know, Bruce Dickinson is the lead vocalist for Iron Maiden, one of my favourite bands that I, you know, grew up listening to. And, you know, I don't normally read that many autobiographies, but when I saw he was releasing one, I was like, I've got to get it, and it hasn't disappointed. You know, it kind of tracks, like, the career of Iron Maiden. Yeah, pretty much. It's his autobiography, and I just like it. What does this button do? Because everyone wants to press a button. I'm about 3/4 of the way through this book. I haven't been able to put it down. I highly recommend it. Even if you know you're not an Iron Maiden fan, but you know you want to hear like a really interesting life story, get this book. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to mention in this October favourites video. There we have it, guys and girls. That was just my October favourites video. I hope you guys liked it and, you know, learned something about me. In the comments below, I would love to hear, you know, what you guys loved in the month of October. You know, what you're looking forward to, you know, in the month of November and December, because oh my god, it's coming up to Christmas time, people. Whoop whoop. Anyway, yeah, while you're down there, you know, you can check out all the links to my social media. You can click that like button and smash that subscribe button by clicking my face right here. Yeah, because why not support me? You can check out my last 2 videos right here. Yeah. Anyway, until next week, I am Beth. Goodbye.